we enter Kemet's 18th Dynasty. This is the era between 1516 to 1295 years before Christ is born. Here we see the rule of King Nephthahire Amos I, who is also known as the Liberator. Then we see the total expulsion of the Hyksos, who had taken over Kemet for over a century, over 4 dynasties. Then we see the rule of Queen Regent Amos Nefertari, who is followed by the reign of King Jesekare Amenhotep I, who reigns for a solid 20 years. Then we see Amen becoming the state god of Kemet, or ancient Egypt. Then we see the rule of King Akheperenre Thutmose II, who reigns for a short 4 years. Then we see the reign of King Akheperkare Thutmose I, who extends his military power of Kemet over the river Euphrates. Then we see Makare Hatshepsut, or the female Heru, reigning for a very long 21 years, female ascent. Then we see a major expedition of the Egyptians over Punt, or the Somali coast. Then we see the overseer of works during the reign of the Queen Hatshepsut, who is known as Senemut. Then we see the chief treasurer who reigns during the time of Hatshepsut, who is known as Nehesi. Then there is enormous obelisks which are raised at Karnak, or which was known as Ipet-Sut. The obelisk, the sign of resurrection, the signs of Osiris, the great Asa. Then we see the reign of King Menkaure Thutmose III, who directs the furthest extensions of Kemetic military power ever seen in Kemetic history. Then we see General Amenemhab, who's superior army officer and is a confidant to King Thutmose III. Then we see Kemet's relations with the Mayanean Crete during the Bronze Age. Then we see another expedition to the Somali coast in Punt from our Egyptians. Then the table of Karnak, or the king's list, is recorded, just like we did with the Palermo stone records. Then we see the continued rule of King Akheprure Amenhotep II, who is very steadfast with his military policies, which he adopted from Thutmose III. Then we see commercial relations with Punt, or the Somali coast, strengthening between Kemet. Then we see the rule of King Menkaure Thutmose IV, whose excavation of the Hoem Akhet, or the Sphinx, becomes his major project. Then we see the rule of King Nebmare Amenhotep III, who is also known as King Magnificent, and he reigns for a good 38 years. Then we see the rule of Queen Tia, who is the great royal wife of Amenhotep IV. Then we see the Kemetic capital transferred to Akhenaten, or El Amana. Then we see Ankhepure Smenkare, who is co-regent for 3 years with the great Akhenaten. Then we see the rule of King Nekhepure Tutankhamen, who restores national supremacy of Amen, the royal religion of the time. Then we see the Kemetic capital again returning once again to the capital city of Waset, or what we know as Thebes. Then we see the 2-year rule of King Khepere I, who is followed by the reign of King Jesekapure Hoemheb, who is a strong advocate also of Amen. Gods which are celebrated and venerated during this time are Ptah, Thor, Isis, Asa, Aten and Amenre. Across.
So, tribe, support our Sons of SOU channel. You know we're bringing the light. Like. Because you care, share. And don't wait another moment. Comment. So, tribe. Subscribe. Let us know Mambo on our socials below. Sawa? Kwaheri, So tribe.